Not won a major championship in what has been a great career for Chris Barnes so far. Neither is Patrick Healey Jr., who won his second career title a couple weeks back, the Geico Open, West Babylon, New York, Long Island. Also won outside Kansas City in October of '02. Big matchup begins, semis now.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh my, it was high right through the nose. And now he's got the 4-7, the 6 to contend with. What a split.
Well, we're going to watch this. We don't know if it was a bad shot or not because they were still fishing during the break. They weren't quite lined up. You know, obviously that was the wrong move. He's going to have to make an adjustment. This doesn't count as a spare. It's just a split. He's going to hit hard and 9 out. Not the way you want to start.
Not the start you'd want. Chris told us last night how critical a good start is. Sometimes the pressure can really hit a peak for the bowler after the guy who has the open.
That's
because you try to take advantage.
Yeah. But both players seem to struggle during practice.
Late trip, 7-pin goes down. Give us time, Brian Voss, to check in with the Baby Ruth real deal matchup between these two.
As we look at these stats, Chris Barnes averaging 10 pins higher than Patrick Healey, but his spare percentage 100%. Didn't miss one all week long.
Hoping for that good start.
Patrick Healey last night against Norm Duke needed to strike out in the 4th game to extend it to 5. He did it, started with the first 7. Now he finds himself here today.
Really a straight path to the pocket for Patrick Healey Jr., who's taking a look at the approach here at Uncasville and make sure footwork is to his liking.
Patrick, a little bit left of 5th arrow there. That's extremely deep for this early in the stage. And I tell you what, he's got a double. That's what it's all about.
Way high, Brooklyn strike. It crosses over the head pin. He'll gladly take that break and tips his imaginary hat to the crowd.
Got that out of the way now.
Well, lanes change so quickly. That was just a lucky break. Not a very good shot. He's basically 2 bad shots in a row. He did manage to get 1 strike out of him, but it's early. We're going to expect probably a 5-board move with his feet here. He needs to get left of where Randy started at the end of his match and right about where Patrick Healey is. So we'll see if that happens.
Very key point. 4 right-handers on the different oil pattern. A little high there, just a touch, and a 4-pin for Chris Barnes. A 9-1 match play record, a 248.20 average, including a 3-1 win over Ricky Ward in the round of 8.
Looks like he got me to get him on cruise control. Cruise past Walter Ray, and then just had 1 bad game against Ricky Ward.
A couple of Hall of Famers, including you, got dispatched there by Chris Barnes. Now, quickly, Brian, back to the point.
Shot either.
The high friction ball in practice, really a dull ball used by all the bowlers to try to set the trend where they want the ball to go toward the pocket. Because we've already had a match, and the TV pair here not used as often as the other lanes. These are lanes 3 and 4. The 300 games only came on 5 and 6 this week. What kind of factor are we looking at with all the friction balls being used?
Well, anticipation is one of the ingredients that professional bowlers got to have. They got to have good anticipation. You can see Patrick Healey's line. He's left of where Randy was. He's left of where Chris Barnes was. And I think he's playing the lanes the right way.
Brian, today at 4 o'clock Eastern on ESPN, the top 15 contestants in bareback riding, steer wrestling, team roping, saddle bronc riding, tie-down roping, barrel racing, and bull riding. Did you get all that? Are all ready to compete at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. Don't miss the final round today at 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on ESPN from Las Vegas. What a spectacular event that is. For more, log on to ESPN.com. 4-bagger, chance for Patrick Healey. No help.
Oh, boy.
7. And the 6 are up.
All right.
Right through the nose, leaves a 6-7 split. Let's watch where it goes. It looked like it was right about in the same spot, maybe a little soft with the speed. Now he's going to have to get it to the right of the 6-pin, slide it over.
Almost kicked it across the deck for the 7-pin. Came so close, but an open frame as well for Patrick Healey Jr. after Barnes had one to begin this semifinal match. For Patrick Healey Jr., there's his road all the way, including another legend in Norm Duke in 5 last night. Match play record of 9-4 and a .238 average to get this far. One of his 300 games came against Steve Jarris. 1 of 4 thrown so far here at TOC. Chris Barnes won't have one here and leaves the 10.
We saw him get in front of the ball return. We didn't see that all week long. The guys were out there practicing for a half hour. We're going to see this ball left of the 5th arrow. It was a good move and a kind of an ugly 10-pin. He'll admit that. Hard and straight at the 10. He hasn't missed one all week long.
Trying to stay perfect and win so with 18 milliliters of oil on this oil pattern. Chris really felt, and we know what a technician he is, that he had a great feel and a layout for taking this championship. He was very confident last night.
I've watched Chris bowl an awful lot, and he's very, very good at playing lanes. Very good. He's great at anticipation. He'll make moves that you say, where did that come from? And you'll see it, and he'll throw 3-4 in a row just like that. So he's very experienced. It's early in the match. Anything can happen.
99 Kansas City, the TOC finals lost to Jason Couch. Freeze. 3 in a row. Didn't like it one bit. But get a tie.
Well, he totally changed his line out here. He went right to 2nd arrow. Wasn't a good move. 3-10. He's not comfortable on the lanes right now. And when you're feeling like that, you can only hope and pray that your opponent just doesn't get those strikes together. 3-10 split.
Not easy. Trying to pick one up here. Does cover it beautifully.
Very nice.
Still down 20 pins to Patrick Healey Jr. in this semifinal.
And you're going to see the ball just barely nick that 3-pin. It was enough to knock it down. He's only 20 pins down.
After the turkey to start for Healey. Open frame in the 4th. 5th frame up 20. Flush in the pocket. 10 in the pit for Patrick Healey Jr. He's got his wife Teresa here, stepson Victor, who is 15 years old.
These two guys have a lot of history together, and it's not so much bad blood or anything like that. They bowled together as teammates, Team USA together. They've watched each other bowl. They know each other's game. And if I were Chris Barnes right now, I'd probably be looking at where this ball is on, where it rolls on this left lane, because Chris is going to have to make some sort of big move. Hoping that he doesn't strike, though.
7 pin.
Almost another split. Fortunately, to break it up, leaves just the 7.
Fry City in that lane.
Fry City. What does that mean, folks? That means they're starting to burn up. They're starting to hook. And that means farther left.
We have a 50-foot oil pattern here. It's different than the normal tour stop. Not A through E. It's a special TOC lane pattern, and it can be at times mystifying for some bowlers. In this case, Patrick Healey a bit confused. That wasn't the case with Randy Pedersen, with a great start for him with a 278. Right now, Healey Jr. has himself a 20-pin lead. When we come back, we'll find out how other bowlers have done, plus relive history with Marshall Holman.